Splash, I was going to ask you, going back to your podcast, the Blue Collar Tribe, why did you give it that name? I feel like that's significant.
It is. So we originally started a year ago, and I called the podcast No Bullshit Blue Collar.
Yeah.
I'll make a long story short. My wife was on a job site with me. I had told her we're going to start a podcast. This is in last August. And we worked the weekend, and we're driving, and she's like, your job is no bullshit. Like, it is so hard. She's like, I don't know how you get up every day and are excited for it. And I'm like, because I love it. Like, you're right. It's no bullshit. Like, this job is not for everybody. So that was the original thing, is showing that blue collar work is just that hard. I remember growing up, and I'm 40 years old. So I'll give you a little example of I graduated in 1998. During that time, and my father was a blue collar person. He was a maintenance person his whole life. Jack of all trades, owned his own word shop. And he always told me, don't go into blue collar, go into the white collar industry, go into this. And as I saw the growth that I was having, it really made me think, like, why would they tell me that? Like, I love what I do. Like, I love the change, the balance. And so we did that. But then earlier this year, we jumped up to about 2,500 listeners on average per our podcast. And Apple reached out, sent me an email saying, hey, you got to change your name, because we don't feel comfortable putting your name, No Bullshit, on a top chart. So it's kind of a hit. And the tribe thing, I got a little pushback from friends. I was like, hey, how do you feel about tribe? But we are a tribe. I mean, you're a painter, Torlando, if I recall. We're part of a family. And I wanted to make a safe space. My podcast is solely that, a safe space for people that, whatever your blue collar is, I want to make this house for us to say, listen, we're here, whether it's emotional that we're dealing with. Like, I have a phone number for people to call in and text if they're having a hard time on their job. Like, let's talk about it. It doesn't matter if you're a painter, a carpenter, a framer. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the stories that you see, because, I have a friend of mine real quick that he has a drywall business. He showed up one day to get his drywall, and they ordered 10-foot sheets instead of 12. It put his business back 3 weeks. Like, that is no bullshit, the stuff that we deal with.